Hello. Very good. Practice, practice. Say hello. Give me like a big, a strong voice though. Hello. Okay, so in this video, again, I want to do some more of that practice. People enjoyed that video, the first one. So let me begin with the quick question. How you been? Now you might have given me an interesting response to that. Maybe you remembered what we used before. In the previous video, we were talking about how you been. So how have you been becomes how you been. And the response to that was, I can't complain. I can't complain. So that's a maybe kind of good, kind of bad way, but it just means, maybe everything is okay, but you don't want to give a long story about things. So how you been? Okay, so in this video, what I'd like to do is cover something different. I am Drew Badger, the world's #1 English fluency guide, and what we'll be talking about is how to ask someone, what are they doing? So it could be right now, what are they doing? Or what are they doing in the future? What are their plans? So instead of asking someone like, what will you do on the weekend or over the weekend or on Saturday or something like that, you can say, what are you up to? And listen carefully to how this blends. So what are you up to? What are you up to? So up to meaning doing. What are you up to? What are you up to on Saturday? But listen carefully again to how this blends. What are you up to? What are you up to? And it's even more of like a you. The you becomes ya. What are you up to? 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 It really sounds funny when you listen to it, but the more you listen to this kind of blended speech, the more prepared you are for it in actual conversations. So what are you up to? What are you up to? What are you up to? So what are you up to right now? If I see a friend, maybe I'm at the library and I walk by, what are you up to? It's like, what are you doing if you're talking about the present, or maybe if you're talking about the future, what are your plans for the future? So what are you up to this Saturday? What are you up to tonight? What are you up to tomorrow? What are you up to next year? That kind of thing. And it can be used for not only a person, but maybe you're talking about a company or what some organization is doing. Like, what are they up to? What are they up to? Or, you're asking even about a friend or family member. How's your sister? Like, what is she up to? What is she up to? So instead of, asking about a thing in a more like a textbook way, instead of saying, what is your sister doing recently or something like that, you can just say, what is she up to? What is she up to? I haven't seen her or heard from her in a while. What is she up to? But a response to this, similar to what we practiced in the previous video, is nothing much. Nothing much. So this just means like I don't have a particular plan, or, maybe like you're sitting and reading a book and you're like waiting to do something. You're not really spending your time doing something in a particular way right now. So you might just say, nothing much, nothing much. So if I say, what are you up to? I'm just asking about right now. What are you up to? I want you to practice saying nothing much. Nothing much. You can even just say not much. Not much is also easy to say and perfectly fine as well. So what are you up to? That's interesting. So maybe like you're not up to much. This is again when you just see somebody and you're curious, or you call somebody on the phone and like you want to ask them if they're busy, or if they're maybe available to do something with you. Like you call them and say, hey, what are you up to? And they say, nothing much. Do you want to go out to dinner with me? Do you want to do something like that? So it's also a way of asking someone if they're free or if they're available to do something on a certain day. What are you up to? Do you want to go out to dinner tomorrow night? Great, fantastic. So what are you up to? Nothing much. What are you up to? Nothing much. So now you try asking me, what are you up to? Nothing much. I'm just sitting here reading a book. Pretty easy. Let's try it again. So ask me, what are you up to? What are you up to? Really, really focus on blending the sound of that. What are you up to? Nothing much. I'm just drinking a glass of water over here. I'm waiting for a friend of mine, actually. So you can begin that. This is, again, just a way of beginning a conversation, and you can come into something like, I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or I have this plan or that plan. But it's just a really great native way of doing this. So let me ask you again, what are you up to this Saturday? Now, if you don't have plans, you can just say, "Oh, nothing much," or you can say, "Oh, well, I'm going to a movie." When you're practicing with me something like this, it doesn't really matter what you're saying. The important thing is just that you practice. This is how you develop fluency. And as you learn one phrase like nothing much or not much, then you can begin to add other things in there like nothing much, but, maybe I want to go to the park or I want to do something else. So practice this one more time with me. What are you up to on Saturday? Oh, that's interesting. So very easy. So all you have to do when you're practicing with me, think about this, use these terms, practice with me in this video, watch it a few times, and then actually go out and try asking somebody else. You can type these things if you don't have anybody to practice with right now, or if you're in an actual situation where you can practice with people, just say that to them. What are you up to? What are you up to? How you been? How you been? And then practice with these kinds of responses with people when they ask you. So, what are you up to? What are you up to? Nothing much. Nothing much. So this gives you a way just to pause. You're giving a quick response to someone, but then you can say, "Oh, well, I'm thinking about doing something." So you can give a longer explanation, but it gives you a quick response for people, and then you can practice that. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you would like me to continue making these, do let me know by liking this video and commenting down in the comment section below. So let me know if you found this interesting and helpful, if you'd like to continue doing it more, if it made you feel more confident. And if it has, again, do like and share this video and become a subscriber to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Finally, if you'd like to learn more about improving your speaking confidence and fluency, do click on the link in this video to take our free English fluency quiz. You can also click on the link in the description below this video to take that. It will help you focus on what exactly the next step you need to take for your particular situation, whether it's grammar or pronunciation or listening or anything else. We can help you do that absolutely free at EnglishAnyone.com. I look forward to seeing you when you're taking that quiz and to helping you improve your fluency, and to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.